Right here we have the Honda 300. This is the new McLaren Performance. I don't have a whole lot of information on this. I know this is the 250 platform. If we take a look here, get some some specs, see if we can see what they've really got here. They call it the McLaren M300. It's a 60-degree V6, wide open throttle. Looks like it's 53 to 6,300. 5,800 RPM, 300 or horsepower rating at the prop shaft, 300 horsepower at 5,800 RPM. That's interesting. 4 valves per cylinder, 90 amp alternator, water cooled, wet sump, all good to go. Pretty much good. Gear ratio is a 2-to-1. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty high. Looks like you can get financing 2.99, but I don't think that you can get this engine here under financing right now. I'm pretty sure this is only going to OEMs as far as, like, you know, if you're wanting to repower, say you've got a couple 300s and you want to try out the McLaren, get that performance name. I don't think that you could just buy one. I think you got to pretty much buy a boat with it. But the rest of these are looking really, really good. Even this, the 250, it looks like they've kind of even done that with their 150. So even the 150, it's got that same like cowling style where it's like sleek on the sides here. Like you can see how the sides kind of sleek. Same thing, design over here, kind of like that newer design. Pretty much, I think they went to that when they came out with the BF350 over here. So like as you can see, they all now have this like sleek sides, kind of the back, kind of like, I think it's a cleaner look than what they previously had. Kind of bulky, fat looking, but now they're like looking really slick. And it looks like they're doing that on pretty much every single one of their models, which makes them look really clean. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see them putting out a lot more engines, even their boost size this year. So like they used to just be over in this little section here. You got one little corner there. Now they've doubled it up. So they're doing twice the size that they had last year. So it's good to see them putting it out into the market. And I mean, they've got more engines here. I don't see that Honda Scout boat that they made, but you know, that might be in the water or something like that. They might not have one, but other than that, looking really, really good as far as being more into the industry, more into the market, having more options. I'm glad to see Honda getting out there. See what they got over here. Just an alternator, crankshaft, side mount controls. So, you know, nothing like too crazy or interesting, but this is pretty interesting though. Got this stuff laid out. Your intake exhaust valves, rockers, connecting rods, pistons, ECUs all split open. That's pretty interesting that you can see inside the ECU. Camshafts, all the cylinder walls. Pretty interesting. And then we got the controls over here. So nothing too, you know, new or anything like that, but as far as like having that new performance engine and cleaning up the cowlings, I think this is a great thing, and looking forward to seeing what Honda does as far as the marine industry.